A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
The division contest is scheduled for 26th of April. We are very proud of our fellow Meconians who will be representing our club at the division contest. We have Toastmaster Jyoti who will be representing us in the international speech contest. Toastmaster Raja will be representing us in the humorous speech contest, and Toastmaster Ujwal will be representing our club in the evaluation contest. If any of you want to attend the contest, you have to register yourself for the same. I have sent out the link on the WhatsApp group of our club. Do register yourself, as since the registration is compulsory, and do attend it to cheer for our fellow members, fellow Meconians. Wishing our fellow Meconians all the very best for the contest. Go shine out there and make us proud. And now I request our VP, Toastmaster Shreya, to give out the role takers report for the upcoming weeks.
Good evening, everybody.
So to request, every person starting with good evening should expect a response. So idea is not to tell good evening. Once it is tell, it's done. So every person tells that becomes by itself a problem. So once she has told, that should be the end. I think the habit has to be snapped somewhere. That's the reason I have told, not to offend anyone.
For the next meeting happening on 27th of April, the following roles have been booked. MC has been booked by Toastmaster Sakshi, TTM has been booked by Toastmaster Latha, and 3 speech slots have been booked by Toastmaster Aparna, Toastmaster Rahul, and Toastmaster Adishwar. The rest of the roles are open, so if anyone is interested in taking anything up, please do contact me for that. Thank you, and back to Apoorva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya. I request our Sergeant Toastmaster Sachin to take over.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So before we can proceed, I request everyone to keep your phones on silent. Silent. So the theme for today is analysis paralysis. So when I saw the theme, I didn't understand exactly what it meant. So I had to do a bit of research. So first thing we can all agree is that the human mind is a very strong tool because we can analyze situations, we can evaluate things on our own. That is our biggest strength. But at the same time, it is our biggest strength, but that can also become a big weakness when we don't utilize it in the right way. Often, people assume a person is stuck in life or in any given situation because they are not doing anything. But sometimes it's not just the fact that you're not doing anything. You can know something, and if you overdo something, that is still being stuck. So actually, around 10 days back, I was actually watching a football match, and there was this one team who was clearly much superior to the other team. But for some reason they started panicking, they started overthinking, they started overdoing it. If there was a simple forward pass, they used to play the back pass, or they used to take extra touches on the ball, or simply they used to unnecessarily play the extra pass instead of taking the shot towards the goal, and they ended up losing. Why? Because they started panicking, overthinking. And why does overthinking happen? Because we think that success can be got only when we try for perfection. But here's the thing, there is no such thing as perfection, and that is not how you get progress. It's about trying different things rather than seeking perfection. So that is sometimes when you get paralyzed and you overthink, and even doing the simple things can become very complicated. So my suggestion is always do things whenever you feel like. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that being said, let me introduce to someone who holds a BCom degree and an interior design from VNJC. And she's a sports enthusiast and a foodie by heart. she loves table tennis and badminton. She's also conducted YLP as of late, and she has played a key role in the development of young communicators. So let's join in and welcome our President Toastmaster Apoorva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. I see a guest in the room. Kindly.
Yeah, no worries. No. Yeah, myself, Guru. You can call me Guru. So I work for DTM Private Limited and referred by Lalana. I just want to be a part of this Toastmaster.
Thank you. Now I request our Secretary Toastmaster Ujwal to read out the minutes of the meeting number 1362 and 1363.
Due to a minor correction from the last week's MOF, I will be reading out the meeting number 1362's minutes of the meeting first. The theme was Write Your Own Script, Word of the Week Leverage. The business session started at 6:22 p.m. and was chaired by the President Toastmaster Apoorva TR. In the business session, the following points were discussed. The youth leadership program that is being conducted has 17 participants and is starting in the upcoming week, as said the last week. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Sachin started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Apoorva TR. The President opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Deepa. The Master of Ceremonies spoke on the theme and introduced the following role takers for the day. Timer Toastmaster Sakshi, R-Counter Toastmaster Dharmendra, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Lalana, Grammarian Toastmaster Raja. The following speakers delivered their prepared speeches. Toastmaster Aparna Pathak in the path Presentation Mastery, Level 1 Project 1 evaluated by Toastmaster Darshan. Toastmaster Jyoti Rao in the path Innovative Planning, Level 4 Project 2 evaluated by Toastmaster Shreya. Toastmaster Raja Prashut in the path Presentation Mastery, Level 3 Project 2 evaluated by Toastmaster Ujwal. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Adishwar and had the following speakers. Distinguished Toastmaster A K Prabhakara, Toastmaster Lalana Murthy, Toastmaster Chetan, Toastmaster Sakshi Gupta, Toastmaster Madhusudan S, Toastmaster Rachana Sridhar, Distinguished Toastmaster MU Bhat, Toastmaster CA Rahul R Gandhi, Toastmaster Malagiri Das, Toastmaster Dharmendra B Singh, Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa GS. The general evaluation session was conducted by Toastmaster Deepa and the winners of the week were Best Prepared Speaker Toastmaster Raja Prashut, Best Evaluated Toastmaster Ujwal NK, Best Table Topic Speaker Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa GS and Toastmaster Chetan Bashir. Best Role Taker in TAPG, Toastmaster Rachana Sridhar, Best Role Taker MTG was Toastmaster Shreedevi. The President closed the meeting at 8:24 p.m. followed by the national anthem. And the minutes of the meeting for the last meeting number 1363, held on the 13th of April 2026. The theme was happiness and the word of the week meticulous. The business session started at 6:20 p.m. and was chaired by the President Toastmaster Apoorva TR. In the business session, the following points were addressed. The first session of Youth Leadership Program was conducted the previous day by Toastmaster Jyoti Rao and Toastmaster Darshan. The Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Darshan started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Apoorva TR. The President opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Lalana. The Master of Ceremonies spoke on the theme and introduced the following role takers for the day. Timer Toastmaster Sumukh, R-Counter Toastmaster Dharmendra B Singh, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Puneeth, Grammarian Toastmaster Deepa. The following speakers delivered their prepared speeches. Toastmaster Subramaniam in the path Leadership Development Level 3 Project 2 evaluated by Toastmaster Shreya M. Rao. Toastmaster Raja Prashut in the path Presentation Mastery Level 3 Project 2 evaluated by Toastmaster Ujwal. Toastmaster Latha in the path Long Term Mentoring which has no project evaluated by Distinguished Toastmaster A K Prabhakara. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Jyoti Rao and had the following speakers. Distinguished Toastmaster MU Bhat, Toastmaster Deepa, Toastmaster Adishwar, Toastmaster Sumukh, Toastmaster Sakshi Gupta, Toastmaster CA Rahul R Gandhi, Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa GS, Toastmaster Puneeth, Toastmaster Dharmendra B Singh. The general evaluation session was conducted by Toastmaster Shreedevi and the winners of the week were Best Prepared Speaker Toastmaster Raja Prashut, Best Evaluator Toastmaster Ujwal NK, Best Table Topic Speaker Distinguished Toastmaster MU Bhat, Best Role Taker TAPG Toastmaster Deepa, Best Role Taker Toastmaster Shreedevi, and the President closed the meeting at 8:24 p.m. followed by the national anthem. Thank you. And back to the President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ujwal. Are there any amendments for the remotes of meeting number 1362 and 1363? No. If not, I accept them. and open meeting number 1364. Let me ask you a question. Have you spent so much time taking a decision that at the end you end up taking no decision at all? Well, this is me. I think of every possibility, I weigh every outcome, I analyze every what if, and at the end, I am exactly where I started. Today, I got to know that this has a name, and it is analysis paralysis. Frankly speaking, this doesn't happen to me when it comes to small everyday decisions. I am just fine. The problem crops up when I have to take these big life-changing decisions. That is when I'm stuck, confused, vulnerable, and at the end, no decision is made. Just recently, I had to choose a school for my son. And as you know, it is such an important decision. It is the foundation for his life. And these days, the parents, for the school that starts in June, they secure a seat for their kids all the way in August or September the previous year itself. Whereas me, I was stuck in analysis paralysis. Do you have any idea how many curriculums these days the schools in Bangalore offer? There's state, CBSE and ICSE, which is old school. But today, there are many more options. There is Montessori, Waldorf, Cambridge, Canadian, IGCSE, IB, and some schools offer their own curriculum. And then there are other schools which offer an integration of 2 to 3 curriculums. If this was not enough, schools these days conduct entrance exams for kids who are aged 5 years. And some schools conduct entrance exam for us parents too. So we have to clear all these exams to secure a seat. If this information is too overwhelming, wait till you hear the reviews of the school. One parent would go, Apoorva, this school is the best in Bangalore. Every aspect of the school is top notch. You can consider the school blindly. On the other side, the other parent would go. The other parent, whose kid is in the same class, would go, absolutely not. This is the worst school ever. Don't ever consider the school. More the information, more the confusion. And before I even realized, it was already December and a decision was not even made. That is when I decided to step up and put a pause on overthinking and focus on action. In January, we decided to step up. We started visiting schools, we started taking entrance exams, we started experiencing things firsthand. Eventually, a decision was made. Now, if you ask me, Apoorva, was this decision a perfect one? Frankly, I don't know. We will figure it out as with the time. But if you ask me, is this decision the right way? I would say absolutely yes. Because clarity cannot be found before action. Clarity is found because of action. And this instance helped me realize that overthinking will not take you anywhere. It is when you take action is what the difference is made. So, fellow Toastmasters, the next time you're stuck, you're overthinking, just pause and remember this line. Taking decisions will never hold you back. In fact, it is taking decisions, it is delaying decisions that does. Now to speak more on the theme, let me introduce someone who, unlike the theme, takes quick decisions. He is someone who has the strong urge to learn and grow. Any opportunity that comes by his way, he is game for it. Be it being part of the executive committee or being the coordinator for the youth leadership program. He was one of the person who said the quickest yes for both of them. Professionally, he's just completed his BA and is working in his internship. He enjoys playing chess and loves reading books. With a thunderous round of applause, please welcome our debutant Toastmaster of the day and ever so confident Toastmaster Darshan.
Exchange and handshake. Yeah, that's the way. Let's maintain that.
Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, I have a friend who is overweight. Every time we meet, he asks new theories. For some days, he completely quits eating rice. He says, carbs are my enemy. And after some days, rice is fine, but chapatis are the problem. They have gluten. And after some days, sugar is the main villain. Sometimes he says, everything is fine, all food is fine, but you need to eat before 7 p.m. If you eat after 7 p.m., everything is bad. And now, timing does not matter. It's all about calories and metabolism. Every time we meet, he asks me the same question. How to lose weight? How to get 6 packs? I give him the same answer. Just eat home food. Just exercise daily. You will become healthy. But he never follows it. Why? Because it sounds too simple. He knows everything about how to lose weight, but his weight, it is still increasing. I cannot make fun of him because I am not so different from him. I have one problem which I have said before, which is potato chips. Every night when I turn on TV, my brain says, time for chips, I need chips. My hand automatically grabs the chips and puts it in my mouth. If I don't eat chips, I cannot sleep peacefully. But I wanted to control this urge. I wanted to become disciplined. So I started researching online how to control cravings, how to stay disciplined. As I kept searching, the rabbit hole went deeper and deeper, more advanced, more scientific. And that's when I found out a powerful sounding concept, urge surfing. Urge surfing says an urge is like a wave. It starts small, grows stronger, reaches a peak, and then comes down and slowly fades away. Because nothing lasts forever. Just like when a kid cries for ice cream, we say we'll buy it tomorrow. But tomorrow, the kid forgets it, and that's how the urge for ice cream is gone. So let's all do a quick little experiment to understand what urge feels like. For the next few seconds, I want you all to concentrate on saliva in your mouth. Just notice saliva building up in your mouth, but don't swallow it. Don't swallow it, just let it build up in your mouth. The more you try not to swallow, the more you feel like swallowing it. The urge keeps getting stronger and stronger. Slowly, stronger. I want to swallow. The saliva keeps building up. This example is best done when you have a raisin in your mouth and you try not to swallow. So just for this case, I am doing it in this way. Your mind keeps telling you, swallow. But no need to react. It's just a battle between you and the urge to swallow. It's weird, right? Because before I mentioned about saliva, it felt normal. But now, it feels like a chill. It feels you need to swallow. And the same thing happens to me every night. Every night when I turn on TV, my brain says, I want to eat chips. But urge surfing says, just wait it out a little while. The urge will slowly fade away. And in fact, one day, I successfully controlled my urge. And I did not eat chips that day. But the next day, I ate double the chips. So I started wondering whether I am really controlling my urge or just storing it, slowly building it, like a volcano waiting to erupt some other day. After all this research, I realized something. I had become very good at analyzing how not to eat chips, but not actually trying to not eat chips. I had become paralyzed by my own analysis. Most answers in life are simple. How to be healthy? Just eat healthy food. How to save money? Just spend less than you earn. Deep down, we already know all the answers. But we keep searching because searching feels like progress and we are stuck. Finally, I came to one simple conclusion. The solution to all these problems is just taking action. We often overthink and take no action. We analyze until we do nothing. Even today, I still battle my late night urge for chips, but I am managing it wisely. I am delaying the urge through earth surfing and replacing the chips with fruits. And that brings me to Toastmasters, a place where we take action to improve. On October 22nd, 1924, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley noticed that people needed help with public speaking, so he opened a small club in YMCA basement, California, and today Toastmasters International has over 270,000 members across 13,800 clubs in over 140 countries. Our Mekong Communication Club was founded 28 years ago in 1998, and it is one of the 4th oldest club in India. A Toastmasters meeting consists of 3 segments. First is the prepared speech section, where the speaker prepares in advance and speaks based on their chosen pathway. The next is the table topics section, where the speaker needs to come on stage and speak without overthinking. And lastly is the general evaluation, where we get constructive feedback based on our performance. So to ensure smooth flow and to help our meeting run smoothly, we have a dedicated team of role takers called the TAPG team. First, to help us manage our time, I request our timer Toastmaster Adishwar to explain the role.
The scariest thing about time is not that it flies, but it never returns. As a timer for today, my role is to keep a track on the time every speaker takes For the prepared speakers, time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. I will show green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 and red at 7. For table topic session, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. Green at 1 minute, yellow at 1.5 minutes and red at 2 minutes. And for the evaluation, time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show green at 2, yellow at 2.5 and red at 3 minutes. I shall give my report during the general evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adishwar. Next, to help us reduce our crutch words, I request our counter Toastmaster Deepa to explain the role.
Our counter is very much important to make sure the speaker will speak without crutch words, filler words and repeated words. So as a counter, today my role is to note down crutch words or filler words and also repeated words like and, but, also, so. And also I will note down the repeated words and I will give the report at the end of the general session. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa. And to monitor our good and bad usage of English today, we have our grammarian, Toastmaster Puneeth.
Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, as the grammarian today, I will be making note of good and not so good usages of the English grammar. Since this is the first time, I will be focusing heavily on good usages, and I will see if I can monitor not so good usages based on my ability. And also the usages of the word of the week. It is also my duty to introduce the word of the week, which is nuance. Its meaning is a very small difference in meaning, feeling, sound, etc. So the usage would be a good speaker understands the nuance of tone and body language. I will be giving my report during the general evaluation. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneeth. And finally, to observe our meeting discipline, we have our parliamentary procedure evaluator, Toastmaster Chakravarthy.
As the PP for today, I will be keeping note of the following things. Keep your phones on silent mode. refrain from speaking on sex, religion, and politics. Enter and exit only during an applause. Avoid crosstalk, especially when someone is speaking behind the lectern. I'll give my report during the general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chakravarthy and the entire TAPG team for your introduction. Now it's time to begin our first segment of the day, prepared speeches. I request the evaluator for the speaker one, Toastmaster Shreya, to read out the project guidelines.
Purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the member to determine their style of humor and apply it to a speech that centers around a central message. Notes for the evaluator. The member completing this project is working to develop their ability as a humorous speaker and to better understand their own sense of humor. The member will deliver a well-organized speech. The speech should not be a report on the content of the Engage Your Audience with Humor project. Thank you and back to them.
Thank you very much, Shreya. Our first speaker is the Learning and Development Head for Allen's South Indian campuses. She loves traveling, she enjoys playing guitar, creating mandala art, experimenting in kitchen and occasionally binge watching. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Sakshi Gupta with her speech titled In a Complicated Relationship with Traveling. In a Complicated Relationship with Traveling, Toastmaster Sakshi Gupta.
You are sitting next to your partner, hand in hand. Soft music playing, windows down, and the breeze touches your hair. You are getting closer. They lean in, you lean in. You could feel their breath. And then you say, "Stop the car! Right now! I need to go restroom." Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I love traveling, but traveling treats me like a spam call. It keeps coming and I keep rejecting it. In my family, I'm not called a traveler. I'm not even called a passenger. I'm called a pre-existing condition. No insurance covers me and no driver trusts me. My family, they don't ask, "Are you excited?" They ask, "Are you coming or shall we reach on time?" I can turn any romantic journey into Google search. Nearest petrol bunk with toilet, open now. What you just saw was not acting. That was my body's default setting. Because I have motion sickness. A confusing stage where your eye says you are sitting still. Your brain says everything is fine. And your stomach probably need to stop the car. Let me take you to Kashmir. Snowy mountains, romantic air. I was wearing my dreamy blue gown. With 6 yards of elegance. One strong wind and the gown is doing its own photo shoot. We were there for a pre-wedding. Everything was perfect. I was sitting next to my partner, holding his hands. We were getting closer. He leaned in. I leaned in. And then I said, "Stop the car!" The driver panicked. The romance died instantly, and my stomach started doing Garba, Bhangra, Zumba all at the same time. My partner, who was about to be romantic, was holding my 6 yards of elegance to prevent that disaster. The photographer, who came for a love story, was offering glass of water like the ICU staff. And the cameraman still recording. Because in India, content is everything. Then came Sikkim. Curvy roads. My heart said adventure. My brain said goodbye. But this time, I was prepared. Tablets, bands, glasses, ginger candies. I was not traveling. I was opening a medical shop. But somehow, I survived. But this time, 18,000 feet above the ground level, my husband drank hot water and he became season 2 of Stop the Car. My family tried everything to fix. They said, you sit on the front seat, back seat, next step, luggage compartment. And then they said, you just sit upside down. You want me to feel better? Or hang me from the ceiling and turn the speed at 3? During all these events, I realized one thing. This is not one-time problem. This is a lifestyle. And the biggest example of this lifestyle was what happened in Kashmir. And after that disaster, I decided to be prepared in Sikkim. But that was my second mistake. So today, I learned something. You can plan your destination. You can plan your outfits. You can plan your romance. Even you can plan your romance. But you cannot plan what happens along the way. So instead of fighting it back, let's laugh at the chaos and make it another Toastmasters story. Because in your journey, you may not experience romance every time, but you will definitely experience the memories.
Now we move on to the second segment of our meeting, the most interesting segment, table topics. This session will put analysis paralysis to test and hope you will all pass the test with flying colors. Today's table topics master comes from a finance background with experience in accounting and audit. She is a trained Bharatanatyam dancer who enjoys reading and writing. She is a Triple Crown winner and has been a Toastmaster for over 7 years and also served as the president of Mekong Communications Club. Please join me in welcoming our table topics master, Toastmaster Shreedevi.
Good evening, Toastmasters. For the benefit of the guests and new members, table topic session is where speakers will be chosen at random and they will be given a topic to which they need to respond for about 1 or 2 minutes. Now, why do you think table topic session is important? Does somebody want to tell why table topic session is important?
Quick thinking.
Quick thinking, yes. It helps you think on your feet, and you will be surprised how much it helps you even in your real life scenarios. And the more and more you come and take up topics, the more practice you get to face real life situations as well. If I can give you one tip, table topic session is not more about the knowledge you have on the topic, rather how creative and spontaneously you are able to connect to the topic and respond immediately. Now today I have brought a few topics with me in a jar, right? So when I call you, you have to come, pick a chit, open, read out the topic to the audience, take a moment and then respond to this topic. Okay, and they are not difficult topics, they are very simple topics, and I want you to enjoy yourself in the table topic session. So even if you're not very comfortable, try to speak as long as you can, at least till you see the green card, right? So without any further ado, let's quickly start the table topic session. And the first topic goes to Toastmaster Sumukh.
So topic is friends or the family you get to pick for yourself. So I believe in life, a lot of things are predetermined. You can't choose your parents, you can't choose your siblings, and you can't choose where you're born. The only thing which is in your control is your friends. You can pick the kind of friends you wanna be with, and the kind of people they are, and their personality influences you the way like nothing else. You spend most of your time in having fun with friends, and you're most open with your friends. So the kind of people you pick as your friends will determine what kind of person you might be in the future. Having the right company will make the future, or it can also break it. So it makes the big difference for you. So yeah, in life I think we all work hard to have materialistic gains and stuff, but it's also essential to have people with whom we can enjoy and have fun. Having all the materialistic gains in the world and not having anyone with whom we can like share and enjoy is incomplete, I assume. So yeah, thank you.
Nice response, Toastmaster Sumukh. Now the next topic goes to Toastmaster Lalana.
Describe a peaceful day is the topic. Madam Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A peaceful day, in my opinion, would be being all at home by myself with a book in my hand. Of course, it shouldn't be summer like this. It should be winter. So where I can have something hot to drink along with my book, the book I'm reading, and some snacks like chips as Darshan said. So I would love to do that. Actually, it was not a luxury earlier, but in these days we are caught up with so many things, family and so many things, other outside commitments as well. So we hardly get time to be by ourselves and do what we need to do. So that is one of the things I would like to do, and of course also doing some gardening and spending time with my pet. So though I love to spend time with my pet, what happens is we are busy, as I said, with so many things. I only get to see him when I'm getting out of the house or getting inside. So when I don't have anything to do and it's so peaceful, I'll have more time to spend time with my pet as well. So that would be my idea of a peaceful day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalana. The next topic is for Toastmaster Chakravarthy. Let's give him a huge round of applause.
A spark neglected turns the house. I didn't know about the meaning itself. The spark neglected turns the house.
Burns the house.
Oh, burns the house. Okay, sorry. Okay, got it. So, basically, I'm a middle class family where I was not struggling for anything, so, but we have everything to manage the regular life. My father was very hardworking guy, and he used to run the bullock cart transportation. Where in that days that was a great thing actually. Now we have so many things for the transportation. So everything was going well. So the time has come. So he was also part of politics. So he won, and in one of the last election, he lost the thing. So he was addicted to the alcohol, and there was a spark coming to our house. So we lost everything. Not only is this one, we lost our home, we lost our land, so everything we lost. So finally the light has come. My mother, so she was the light for our house. So she had a food shop, small food shop. With that, we have grown, and I'm here now. Thanks.
Let's give him another round of applause, everyone. Next topic is for Toastmaster Chetan.
In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. About 4 years ago, I was working at Zeta. And this was during COVID. And it had been 2 years into COVID, and it had been a full work from home setup. And I was just struggling with coping with the work from home setup, because we would start our work early, sometimes at 8 in the morning, sometimes at 7 in the morning. But our deployments used to happen late in the night, at 9:30, 10, 11. So it was like there was no separation between work, play, and whatever else you're supposed to do. So I really wanted to just quit my job because I was so burnt out from my work at Zeta and from my work at a previous startup before that. And I decided, hey, I want to take some time off and relax. So I contemplated this decision for about 5 months, very, very seriously. And one day I told my wife, hey, I can't do this anymore. Will you support me if I take a few months off? And she said, go for it. What are you thinking so much? When I asked my parents, they told me, are you crazy? What will society say? What will anyone say if they hear you're just sitting at home? But I told them, look, everyone does this all the time. They quit, they go and study and get back into work. So I will study, I will do the same thing. Right? The only difference is that I don't have a degree slapped on my face. And this dilemma was the one chance I decided to take. And I spent about 6 months studying during that time. And that transformed me immensely in the way I think about systems and code and all of these things. Of course, ChatGPT came along and changed everything after that and made kind of all of that obsolete. But I don't regret it. So, we don't regret the chances we don't take, right? Thank you.
Okay. The next topic is for DTM A K Prabhakara.
Is having too many options a blessing or a burden? Is having too many options a blessing or a burden? Think. It's problem of plenty. Let's sum it up as problem of plenty. Mr. Madam Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome. Yes. This is a typical scenario. For example, a person like Indian team coach Gautam Gambhir faces every time he selects him. Whom to drop, whom to include. Analysis and paralysis at the end of it. But he has to take a chance, a plunge, believe in somebody. That belief is the one that is going to make the difference. The Rudyard Kipling saying is there. I came across while walking in a forest and I saw two paths, divergent paths. I chose the least used one and that made all the difference. If you take that analysis versus paralysis of today and having too many options, the most difficult one, for example, at that point in 1905, Einstein took. And later on he got a Nobel Prize for that. That one reason he got effect for that Nobel Prize. Can anyone tell me for what he got Nobel Prize?
Photoelectric effect?
Pardon?
Photoelectric
Yeah,
effect.
he is right. Photoelectric effect. People think it's relativity. It is not. Photoelectric effect. But he took the most difficult path, and over a century later, we are enjoying the solar like power today. And the conversion is something that he theoretically came up with as an idea, light as an energy source. So when you have options, you choose depending on what is your capability, what you think is possible, and then move ahead. But some people choose it differently. And he took some of the things most difficult to conceptually difficult things he took up. For example, the gravity itself was not properly explained. He came up with explanation, which is another story. So when you have many options, you choose a path others have not chosen. That's what I have done throughout my career in Mecca. Whenever there's an engineering choice, I took the most difficult spaces. And that's how I was recognized. And that's how perhaps you also will get recognition as you go along in your life and move in your career. Over to table topic master.
Thank you, DTM A K Prabhakara. Now the next topic goes to Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa. If you could live in any movie universe, which one would it be?
If you could
Live in any movie universe. Yeah, movie.
Hello, Namaskara. Madam has given a topic, any movie, if any movie, what is this word?
Universe.
Universe. I have my own movie. Each day, I take good rest, 5, 6, 7 hours I sleep, I go to the factory, there I will see many movies. Which is, well, sometimes it is very difficult to deal certain situations, then I have to swallow those things and this thing. Very recently, before I came across one big movie. So, to solve it, it is very difficult. When the many 250 employees are there, each one will get one movie, and I have to direct it, I have to take care of it, and I have to solve that problem without affecting his career. That is most important, because I need to consider in a humanitarian consideration. I can't be a dictator there. Just like that, being the owner of the company, I cannot throw him out. I take many thinkings, many tries, and try to convince him what your path of going is wrong. Don't do that one. It will spoil the atmosphere of a very good industry which you have built in 50 years. Please don't do it. So certain situations, I have to take a movie. I I have to make a shortcuts and neck them out to safeguard the movie like our own industry. My dear friends, I also once in a 15 days I go to the movie. So I enjoy the movie. Sometimes my wife wants to go to a Tamil movie wherein I don't know Tamil. Just I just sit by the side of her and for her sake I there. So movies are the thing which gives little entertainment to me. Recently I saw Durandar movie which I liked very much. I hope any man who has a pride of his nation must see that movie. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa. The next topic is for Toastmaster Puneeth.
So the topic is naked truth is always better than the best dressed lie. Okay. So since I enjoy food a lot, we'll be probably picking something in that field, right? So when we go to a restaurant, so we kind of always look at the menu and try to order the most delicious food in the menu, and we don't really look at the ingredients or think of the ingredients or the recipe that's behind a particular food, right? For example, a delicious biryani, which might be around 1000 calories, I would say, for one whole plate or one whole meal of it. So it like when the plate comes over and you look at it, it's always delicious and you want to eat it, right? So I can think of that as the trust lie, even though it's giving you the pleasure at that point of time. But if you deeply look into it, you can see the naked truth, or you can imagine the naked truth, what goes behind it, or how many calories it has, and so on. So I think, at least for myself, I will have to judge at that point of time and decide, okay, should I value truth or value lie at that point of time, and make a good decision. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneeth. Our next topic is for DTM MU Bhat.
Any color coding?
Nothing.
Easy, difficult. What is the one activity that makes you lose track of time? Madam Topic Master for Toastmasters and welcome guests. Very easy question for me, because there is only one thing which makes me lose track of time, and that is music. I am very fond of music. I have learned lot Hindustani vocal classical from Pandit Seshadri Gawai, but I have not given in public performances yet. As I explained last time, I had my own issues. But what I really like is when you take music seriously and get into it, there is nothing in the world that equals it. There is something really amazing. In fact, recently my sister-in-law fixed me, I was hard of hearing, so got a hearing aid. Think that it will help you. You know one thing, I didn't get help in listening to others. What really happened was it was a AI-enabled and Bluetooth-enabled hearing aid. The best thing that happened was I could see from mobile connected with the Bluetooth to my ear directly. It is simply an amazing experience. It will take you into a different world altogether. And the beautiful part of the music is, I like all genres of music, whether it's Hindustani, Carnatic, Western, instrumental, all sorts of Western, or even jazz or whatever it is. Because each type of music has got its own very, very significance, and it will take you in a different world altogether. So all in all, I particularly believe that it's not only for me, for all of us. If there is one thing in the world which will make you lose track of time, that is music. Because if you take a YouTube, millions of websites, you can choose yourself, you can make your playlist, you can keep it in your mind. Whenever time you simply put it on and just relax. It will take you to, and music is one thing which can take you, can be enjoyed in different levels, whether it is a physical, emotional, intellectual, or finally spiritual level. So you practice that music, listening to music, and you lose track of time. And I can tell you, this is the best way you can spend time, particularly for persons like me, because nothing better to do than that, other than Toastmasters. And my only thing other pastime is listening to music, which I do diligently every day. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM MU Bhat. The first time I ever conducted table topic session was something like this, and that time I had done a color-coded topic with like difficult topics in one color, and I think he remembered that. Anyway, the next topic goes to Toastmaster Deepa. Let's give a thunderous round of applause.
I really like this topic. The topic is what makes Mekon Communication Club special. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, every week I wait for Monday. I don't know, for some reason I'm so excited to come to our Toastmaster Club. For some reason, either I take roles, even if I'm a speaker sometime, or for some reason I just wanted to come and see this space. I'll be more happy, so excited. As a person. The one reason is I met to meet such a great people here, and everybody encourages, and I see everyone with a smiling face. Everybody says, hey, hi, how are you? From day one when I started coming to this club, everybody treats in a very good, even though I would have not done a good speaker, maybe something I missed out. Everybody says, hey, don't worry, you did a good job, keep it up. Even first time when I took up this roles, right, any role, even grammarian role or accountant, anything, even though I missed out a lot of things, everybody says, don't worry, you did a good job. That encouragement, I think everybody requires that positivity in and around. That's the lacking in the society. That is, it is here in the Mekon Communication Club. Maybe because of that, always I feel special about this club and to come to this club. So I really like people, and every day I learn something new. So that is one more thing. I'm a person, I want to learn something new. I want some change in every time, right? Everything. And everything, I try to create something. Here, every role is creative. Every person is creative thinking. And every person who comes behind the lectern is very innovative, and everything is a new information for me. So that's why I really love Mekon Communication Club. And back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa. I'm sure every Mekonian relates that while everybody dreads Mondays, we all look forward for Mondays. And now for the last topic of today, that's for Toastmaster Adishwar.
So my topic is, do teenagers today have more pressure than earlier generations? Very relatable topic. Okay. So Madam Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Yes, I feel teenagers have more pressure than earlier generations. One thing is because we have too many options. So earlier generations didn't have much options, I feel. They were told to do one thing and they have to follow. Like if my grandfather was a chartered accountant, so my dad had an option, okay, now I have to do CA. But now when I come, I see there are various fields. Like I have so many options in commerce that I can do CA, I can do CS, I can do law. So I am now more confused. My dad was not that confused. He's like, okay, I have to do CA. It became his dream. But I am confused now, like, should I do CA to follow the legacy of the family or something different? And not only in this, everything else. Before they didn't have internet like us, so we are more distracted. And with this distraction, we are studying. So you cannot compare those marks with these marks, today's marks. That's one thing. And everything has changed. Like, maybe they didn't have so many facilities like we do have, but I still feel this generation, this Gen Z generation, has more pressure than the millennials. So that's my take on the topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adishwar, and that comes to the conclusion of table topic session. I hope you all had fun. And I just deviate a little bit. I just wanted to update a memory that I have, and that is 6 years ago, exactly on the same day, we had the 1000th meeting celebration. And I feel so happy to see that we're in 1364th meeting today. And I just wanted to share that it was exactly the same day that we celebrated 1000th meeting grand. And with that, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreedevi. Sometimes the best way to stop overthinking is to pause and take a break. So let's take a break for 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great, refreshing break. We now move to the third and final segment of today's meeting, General Evaluation. Our General Evaluator today is a skills development trainer with 20 plus years of experience in communication and leadership training. She believes success is the sum of right skills, right attitude, and overall wellness. Please welcome our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Latha.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Darshan, for the wonderful introduction. It always feels good to come behind the lectern as a General Evaluator. We started off general observations. We started off the meeting at 6:20 p.m. We were supposed to start at 6:15, but 5 minutes up and down is okay, since a lot of the TAPG role takers were not there and we tried to assign them. I would request all the members and the role takers to please be here by 6:10 so that we can start the meeting at 6:15. The prepared speech speakers, the evaluators, TAPG role takers, MTG role takers. I request everyone to please be here by 6:10 so that at sharp 6:15 we can start. Now, second thing is, what we are observing is that everyone starts with good evening, and that good evening keeps going multiple times. I would say that once the president says a good evening, let's finish it up there. But when we are addressing here, it has to be like, if the Toastmaster of the day is there, if it's a lady, it's going to be Madam Toastmaster. If it's a man, it's going to be Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and esteemed guest. So this is how a greeting is supposed to be, and it will be standardized across all the mechanisms. This is what we need to follow. A couple of them are following, but others also need to put this as a habit. So if it's a general evaluator, when you are coming behind the lectern, Madam or Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and esteemed guest. That's how we need to continue the duties. Now, whenever someone comes at the lectern, please give a handshake. I don't know why people are not giving handshake. You need to give a handshake when you arrive at the lectern, and you need to give a handshake when you leave the lectern. And the lectern is not supposed to be empty and enclosed. Someone has to be there, and when the next person arrives here, they don't need the next person has to leave, or else they cannot leave. And when anyone comes behind the lectern, it has to always be a thunderous round of applause. Let's encourage the speaker. I don't know, the first address, the claps are really loud. After that, the intensity keeps going. After some time, it's just only one person who's clapping, that too like this. There's no sound, only two. So let's give a thunderous round of applause. It costs nothing. It burns your calories and it makes you healthy. So let's become healthy during the record breaks. Now I kickstart my general evaluation. They say that feedback is the breakfast of champions. Say who? The person who started Toastmasters. Paralysis 20. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. Now, but we cannot have breakfast now. It's the dinner time. So let's think we are kickstarting a dinner for a better improvement. So as I told, we started the meeting at 6:20, and we started the business session where our Honorable President started with the announcement where she gave us insights about the division contest. She requested everyone who ever want to participate in the contest, it means like as a visit over there, you need to sign up there, and because there are no last moment entries or on the spot entries allowed there, and it is going to be held at IMB on this Sunday, that is 26th April. and we're going to have 3 contestants from our Mekon over there, and I wish all the best of luck to them, and I hope everyone comes with the winner trophy over here. Then our VPE made the announcements regarding what are the roles open for the next meeting, that is meeting number 1365. I encourage everyone to please contact our VPE for the roles you want to take up. This every week what happens is, I'm seeing as an observation, it should always be like a first come first serve where you grab the roles. Not the VP coming behind you all the time. Please contact me for the roles, please contact me for those. No. It has to be a tough fight, like we had before. Before she comes with an announcement, she should tell in the meeting, for the next meeting, that all the roles are closed. The next meeting roles are only open. That is what it has to happen in a Mekon communication club, which is not happening. I would encourage everyone, please pick up the roles. It is for your good. This is that's the reason why you are here. You're not here to come, sit and go back. You're here to improve your leadership skills, your communication skills. And for that, you need to come behind the lectern. The more you come behind the lectern, the more you improve yourself. Okay. Then the Sergeant at Arms takes over. Our Sergeant at Arms for today is Toastmaster Sachin. I would say good evening was very powerful. It was the first time in months I'm hearing such a powerful good evening. And it like shook all of us over here who were sitting in there. Very good. It's a good improvement from where I feel from the first day till now. Room for improvement is, since you're Sergeant at Arms, you set the tone for the meeting. You have a good voice, but you need to make it powerful. And to make it powerful, you need to set your tone according to the context whatever you talk. You have the capability, a little polishing. That we need to keep in mind. Introduction of the President, I would say that do not look into the book. It's already been like January, February, March, April. We're almost in the 4th month. Now it's like by heart. The moment you see Apoorva, the President, you need to start talking about her. That's all. It was little up and down. You usually do not look, I've observed in the previous meeting, but this time always the President has to be introduced in such a way because it's the pride. She's the President of Mekon Communication Club. So the President needs to be introduced in that way. And as a Sergeant at Arms, it's your duty to see that, yes, the President is being introduced. So that way, please have it. That's a room for improvement. Overall, very good. Lot of improvement. Let's give a thunderous round of applause. The thunderous goes a little more with intensity. So next thunder of applause will be even better. Then our Secretary, Toastmaster Ujwal, and he did the meeting number read the M1 for meeting number 1362 because there was an amendment to it, and meeting number 1363 was read out. Excellent as usual. Let's give a huge round of applause. Then comes our the President of Mekon Communication Club, and the theme was analysis and paralysis. The moment we just came to know about the theme, I told, wow, analysis and paralysis. Looks very humorous, but when you go and research on it, it has a very in-depth meaning to it. And you can connect it to a lot of real-life incidents, as our President did. She spoke about a personal experience what a lot of parents feel and go through in Bangalore, wherein you need to choose a school for your kid. And it's not like a parent says that you just go to a family school, put your name and your kid is already there. No. Now it's like you're back to LKG. You need to give first interview as a parent. If you do well, your kid will get selected for the interview, not for the school. So I can understand the torture what she would have gone. So very well connected the theme with a very good personal experience what you have. And that could be mirrored by a body language and facial expression that yes, the way you're explaining it, how would you have gone, we could understand sitting there. Your introduction as the Toastmaster of Dare done very well. You didn't just talk about his hobbies, his education and his profession. You spoke about certain qualities which makes Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Darshan very special. So that was very good. And this is a custom kind of where we need to give the charge through our gavel. So we need to start following that. So that from the President goes to Toastmaster of the day, from that it goes to General Evaluator, from General Evaluator the charge comes back to the President. So we need to start following that, and I believe from this week we have started following that. Please give a huge round of applause to our President. So I will come to the MC of the day later on. Now I would like to call upon our first evaluator, Toastmaster Shreya, who would be evaluating Toastmaster Sakshi.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. First of all, congrats to Toastmaster Sakshi for completing this project. So I will be dividing your evaluation into 3 parts. Let's start with what you excelled at. This project required the story that you told to have an overall message to it, right? From what I understood, your story did have a message, which was no matter how much you plan and prepare for things, unexpected things will still happen, and you need to expect them to happen, right? So your speech did have a good message. You had good eye contact, body language, and stage usage throughout your speech, and you did have a good amount of jokes sprinkled throughout your speech, which was another requirement of the project. How to incorporate humor into a speech that still has a message to it. Coming to things that you can improve, you had good voice modulation. However, I think that when it comes to voice modulation, you should specifically focus on your the level of your voice. So the starting of your speech, I know that you wanted to build a lot of suspense to the punchline of your joke, but your voice was so low that I had to strain to hear it from there. Like I was not able to catch all of the words that you were saying, which then kind of made me confused about what exactly you were saying, and the joke didn't hit as hard as it should have. So the places where you go low especially, don't go as low as you're going now. Keep it still a little bit louder than what you're currently at, so that people in the back also can hear it. Whenever you're going high and loud, that is perfectly fine. The point, I wanted to focus on where you're lowering your voice a lot to build that suspense. The second thing I think you could improve is the flow of your speech. The beginning of your speech, I was very lost. There were a lot of statements that you made and a lot of jokes that you made about traveling, but it was kind of all like they weren't linked to each other. It was very disjoint, and I couldn't understand what exactly about traveling you were speaking about. It was very all over the place, and I wasn't able to understand the core message of your speech, which if you had introduced it a little bit in the beginning, it would have tied in for everybody at the end as well. So for me, since I didn't understand the beginning of your speech, it kind of felt that the message was thrown to me at the end, and I was like, okay, this is what she was talking about in the beginning, because I wasn't able to understand, right? And another thing, the delivery of your jokes. So because this flow is very confusing, the places where the jokes were also felt confusing to me, and I think with more preparation of your speech and the delivery of your jokes, a majority of the jokes you made would have landed much better with our audience. And to challenge yourself, I think that you can deliver the speech in a different club that has a different audience to see how you can tweak your speech and your jokes to fit different kinds of audiences. Because I saw that that was also mentioned in the project. So to summarize overall, you excelled at your eye contact, body language, stage usage, and the number of jokes you had. You could improve the pitch of your voice modulation, that part, the flow and delivery of your speech and jokes, and you can challenge yourself by delivering it in a different club with a different audience. Thank you, and back to the general.
It should have been a thunderous round of applause. Now, evaluate the Toastmaster Shreya. I'm going to evaluate the evaluator here. Now, agree to all the points what our evaluator told about Toastmaster Sakshi about his speech. But I would like to add one more point, that I felt that her preparations were not up to the mark. Being a very seasoned speaker behind the lectern, what we have seen Sakshi till now, I could see taking her pauses. Maybe she was trying to recollect certain points over there. Maybe she got lost in between. And from the start, we were lost actually what the main objective of the whole speech was. We couldn't get it. Only at the end we could understand what it was. So let's give a huge round of applause to Shreya, Toastmaster Shreya and Toastmaster Sakshi. Now next I would like to call upon the evaluator for second speaker, Toastmaster Ujwal.
The next time I am in a doubt whether this world still has angels, I'm going to look in the corners to see if there's a person, not without wings, but with a dead. Thank you for putting forth that message. Now it's about Toastmasters. Here is one thing that helped you elevate and deliver your message clearly to us. Your expressions. A regular speech, a regular story consists of words, but you use expressions beautifully, like when you said, Didi, pride, and sitting and waiting and expiring. beautifully. You painted the picture of what was happening there. You're not just narrating what was happening there. The second thing was stories. Stories sell, and personal stories do it all the more better. And in this, where you were not just one character experiencing life, but you had supporting characters in explaining to us what was the entire situation, giving us what the entire context of beforehand, the situation that you were explaining, and what happened in the future. Great job on that. The third thing was your title itself and your utilization of gestures in the hook. Your title itself was very intriguing. Glitter? Angels? I did not know how that connected. So as an audience, it got me curious to see, hey, how is this going for? And you used amazing gestures, like when you said gutter or the word. Great job. Here are a few things that I think can help you take your speech to the next level. Starting off with your stage utilization. You were all around the stage and I was lost as to which character you were playing. I would recommend a much simpler workflow, saying your mother sitting in one place, you sitting, your younger sister and your elder sister. For the other people who are moving around, you don't have to walk around. Rather, use your gestures to say, the porter ran. You don't have to run because there are already too many characters and it's very easy to get the placement confused. And similarly, when you said your mother moved to take your Didi, you don't have to move. You can say your mother moved because you are in the story and we are living the story through your eyes. So mother moved. You did not move. The second thing that can help you elevate your speech was your utilization of your volume and voice. Like when you said your mother was shouting, Choti, Choti, it came out more as an imitation, which could have rather been Choti, Choti, because that expression should have come out there of utter loss of what was happening. And the second place is when someone, because the porter's voice was lost. Rather you said when someone, and immediately it was cut out because the train is moving and the voice faded. It was not an abrupt cut. The third thing was your summary. Your summary went more along the not along the lines of your story. I felt it could have been something along following the rules to the word versus the spirit of responsibility. Because here in the rule it said hold the bag. It was your sister's responsibility to sit there. So your summary felt a little disconnected to me as an audience. I would recommend that you work along something on the lines of following the rules versus spirit of responsibility, or illusion versus reality, or something like that. In summary, you had a great expression, you had great personal story, title and gestures. Things that you can work upon would be your stage utilization, would be your voice modulation and volume, and your summary. With that, wishing you all the very best for your future speeches and backward and forward.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ujwal, for this very precise evaluation. Just one thing that from Jyoti, a lot of expectations as she will be participating in the division contest, and we see that she gets with the winner trophy and she comes back. Excellent evaluation. Let's give a huge round of applause to Ujwal and Jyoti. Toastmaster Ujwal and Toastmaster Jyoti. Next, we finished with the first session. Now coming to our table topics master. Now table topic master, they always tell, I would like to tell for Toastmaster Shreedevi, who was the table topic master for today, a veteran is always a veteran. That could be seen behind the lectern. She came behind the lectern and you can feel that there is a seasoned Toastmaster standing there with lectern, who's going to conduct the table topic master. And I was expecting a very fun, engaging, creative table topic master, and you scored all the points on that. You explained just when you came behind the lectern, you explained the session very well for the benefit of the newcomers and the guests who were there, so that they get an understanding what a table topic master. What everyone thinks is a table topic is nothing but you come behind, you get an impromptu topic and just come and speak. No, this is somewhere you get tested for how good you can speak when you're not given the time for preparation. That is what table topics are for. You explained the importance of it session, and you were very creative. This is the second time someone's come with a jar here. I don't remember who the last Toastmaster came. There was one Toastmaster who came with a jar and we picked up the topics and read. You were the second person wherein the topics were not disclosed and they did not get even the 30 seconds time to come here and prep themselves for the topic. That was really good. A very creative one, very nice. Topics were very varied, different genres altogether, not the same thing repeating with different sentences. You were very creative. I really liked the creativeness because it's something when the paper topic gets creative, that's when a lot of answers come up. Very creative answers come up, people start thinking on their feet. That's very good. They were very simple and the transition from speaker 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 was really good. And that we can see in the timings mentioned, everyone spoke above 1 minute. So that talks about how you conducted the table topic. An excellent session, very creative. And I am waiting that next time you call my name, or since I was an NTG role, you cannot call me upon for a table topic. But next time I would love to be behind the lectern when you give me a table topic. Let's give a huge round of applause for table topic master Toastmasters Shreedevi. And let me call upon the 4 pillars of this meeting who helps us conduct this smooth meeting now. Let's call upon our timer, Toastmaster Adishwar. Huge round of applause.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Meeting number 1364 commenced at 6:20 p.m. Business session, time taken 2 minutes 18 seconds. Welcome by Sergeant Arms, time allotted 2 minutes, time taken 3 minutes 13 seconds. President address, time allotted 5 minutes, time taken 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Introduction to Toastmaster of the evening, time allotted 1 minute, time taken 48 seconds. Report on previous meeting, time allotted 2 minutes, time taken 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Darshan, time allotted 20 minutes, time taken 13 minutes. And the 2 speakers of the day, Toastmaster Sakshi, time allotted was 5 to 7 minutes, time taken 6 minutes 57 seconds. Evaluator Toastmaster Shreya, time allotted was 2 to 3 minutes, time taken 3 minutes 25 seconds. Speaker 2 Toastmaster Jyoti, time allotted was 5 to 7 minutes, time taken 6 minutes 29 seconds. And Evaluator Toastmaster Ujwal, time allotted was 2 to 3 minutes, time taken 3 minutes 46 seconds. Table Topic Master Toastmaster Shreedevi, time allotted 20 minutes, time taken 26 minutes and 43 seconds. Break time allotted was 10 minutes, time taken was 12 minutes. General evaluation time allotted is 20 minutes and 14 minutes and going on. Back to general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adishwar, for the very precise timer report. Simple request to all the Meconians here, because what happens is a lot of people write on the paper, let it be an R counter, grammarian, or the timer. Please transfer the notes, whatever written for the particular meeting, the sheets also, because there are a lot of notes missing in the sheets over here for the meetings. So if you're writing on a paper, please transfer it, put your signatures and then leave. Because a lot of meeting reports are missing from it, and that's not great, because we need to go back and check what we have done in that particular meeting. If you want, we don't have the data. So for the data's sake, we need it. So all the TAPG roll, all the 3 TAPG roll tokens other than the PPE, please put all the data in the required sheet, respective sheet. Next, I would like to call upon our counter Toastmaster Deepa.
Madam General Evaluator, Toastmasters and guests. Today meeting went well and I could not see much of usage of R's, sums and repeated words. I could only note down Toastmaster Sumukh and Toastmaster Chakravarthy used more than 5 R's. So you can take care of that for next time. So back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa. Now next I would like to call upon our Grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Puneeth.
I noted down a bunch of good words and phrases that I observed in today's session. I'll just read out. Overthinking, paralyzed, every what if, vulnerable, curriculums, top notch, consider this blindly, clarity is found because of action, delayed decisions, ever so confident, quick thinking, calories and metabolism, rabbit hole, urge surfing, fade away like a volcano, occasionally, dreamy, 6 yards of elegance, season 2 of Stop the Car, gutter rather than glitter, chest puffed up, quiver, weeping, sobbing, howling, gust of wind, knuckles turn white, coping, burnt out, contemplate, dilemma, obsolete, problem of plenty, plunge, divergent paths, lose track of time, diligently, in and around, sprinkled, elevate, season. So these are the good usage of words and phrases that I noticed. I was not paying much attention on not so good words. Probably I'll be doing a better job in the next time. I noticed few, but I forgot to write it down there. Apologies for that. And coming to the day of the word, nuance, I just noticed Toastmasters Sakshi use it one time, but it was not in the context or the meaning didn't come out well. And that's it. So it was only used one time in the entire meeting, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneeth. Next, I would like to call upon our Parliamentary Procedures Evaluator, Toastmaster Chakravarthy, who is Deputy to the PT.
So, as per me, the instructions were very well followed. I did not find anything wrong. It went very smoothly. Correct me if somebody has observed anything.
All the tabs were taken and we got the report. Now coming to our Toastmaster today, who gave us the theme, analysis, paralysis. It's the debut of our Toastmaster of the today. He's debuting in an MTG role today as the Toastmaster of the day. He started the meeting, I would say, with the band. Very well started. We connected the theme with something that we recognize very well. That is that everyone wants to take advices on how to be healthy, how to build six packs, but no one wants to work it. They just want to do analysis, but no action. And those analysis make you paralysis at the end. A very good theme started up with. And you told about, you connected with your personal example, what is potato chips. How you want to control that urge, but at the end you start, at the end what you do, the E double, but you're still trying to get a hold on it and take action on it. Very well connected. And you do the good saliva test. But I would like to tell you, I never felt the urge to swallow it till the end until I didn't feel like, okay, let's not do it. Maybe I have a good control on my brain. And the start, what we expect from you while we are seeing you behind the lectern, that you have a lot of humor, you connect anything what you're talking behind very well, and at the end, you leave us a question or a statement where we keep thinking about it. That is what left us behind. Very good. Content was very good, well connected. When you finished your Toastmaster Day address, then you went to the Toastmasters and you spoke of Ralphie's Medley and how does the typical Toastmaster session. I mean, the transition was very smooth. I couldn't see you that getting hiccups anywhere. You're getting pauses, lost somewhere, you forgot somewhere. Very smooth transition. It made us believe that you were well prepared. You put a lot of effort, you prepared well, and then you came behind the lectern as a Toastmaster there as a deputy. You were what happens when someone is debuting or coming for the first time, they see a lot of people, look at it and they start reading from it. That you didn't. You were having few classes here and there as a paper, that was very good. That showed you very well prepared. Choice of words in the whole MC address was really good. It was that the same word kept repeating. That was really good. And very creative, and the use of language was very good and rich. The choice of words were very, very, I'm not supposed to be very two times, but excellent, very good. You conducted the meeting very well, overall very good. The only thing is when you're doing introductions, one room for improvements will be when you're introducing the prepared speech speaker, prepare and then come, do not look at the paper. Because when you're introducing, you have to look at your audience, maintain eye contact and then talk to them. So you can't see the notes in this. Because you get time from one speaker to another speaker. So always see next time, Monica, just see the room from the notes. Overall very good session, you made us think, and the way everything was conducted, the speech was excellent. Let's give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Darshan. I think I've finished with everything. I hope I've not missed out anyone. I would say that the meeting number 1364 with the theme Analysis, Paralysis, an excellent session. Very good interactive session we had. Excellent prepared speeches, lot of learnings, table topics, very creative, humorous, and I hope general evaluation was something where you could get a little feedback which will help you guys to improve for the meeting number 1365 and the more coming meeting. Back to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha, for that valuable evaluation. Today's meeting reminded us that overthinking can stop progress. Analysis paralysis can keep you stuck, but action moves us forward. We improve by practicing and taking action step by step. So tonight, don't overthink about your next speech. Just book the slot with our DP and maybe stay away from potato chips. And with that, I hand over control of the meeting back to our President, Toastmaster Apoorva.
That's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshan. What a wonderful meeting it was. A small reminder for each of you in the room to please vote. Meanwhile, I would request our DTM A K Prabhakara sir to join us on stage for the induction of the new members.
We regularly hold this induction ceremony for members who join. So today we will hold that small ceremony. I request for Mr. Chakravarthy, Mr. Puneeth, and Toastmaster Sumukh is there. He left. Yeah. So at least you please do come. I assume you have read Toastmaster promise. You have specifically received, right? You are ready? I assume you have done it, but read it after this meeting. It's important, but everything is going to be based on that. Membership in Toastmasters is a privilege, and the only way to gain the benefits of our program is to actively participate. Do you, Mr. Puneeth, Mr. Chakravarthy, promise to be active members of this club, to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for your duties?
Yes, yes.
Do you promise to fulfill the other points of Toastmasters promise?
Yes, yes.
Now I request all the members to rise from their seats. Do you members of Mekon Communication Club promise to support these newly inducted or going to be inducted members as they work through the Toastmasters program?
Yes.
Yes. Please be seated. It is my pleasure now to declare you two as members of Mekon Communication Club. In this context, I would like to say Toastmaster Shreya Rao, she is our VP. You have be in touch with her. She will have to allot you a mentee. And also the way we conduct the meeting is given in WhatsApp group at the heading. Please show there so that the navigator, there is a document called navigator. You please go through, then you will understand why things are happening the way it's happening here. So these are the basic things. Rest of the things you will learn from her and from the mentee that will be allotted to you. Please be seated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DTM A K Prabhakara. Clarity is found only through action, so let's not wait further. Let's quickly get into the results of the evening. Have everybody voted? Yes. I have not received all the votes. For the new members, the ballot is on our WhatsApp group. You can have a look and.
Yes, sir.
Sumukh is out, one person will not be out.
Sumukh and Chetan.
Chetan left, no? Chetan also left. So 2 people are not there.
So the best TAPG role taker is our timer Toastmaster Adishwar. The best MTG role taker is our debutant MTG role taker, Toastmaster Darshan. The best table topic speaker. DTM A K Prabhakara. The best evaluator is Toastmaster Ujwal.
Can use one photo only for Ujwal at least.
Yeah. And the best speaker is, please give it to someone else, Toastmaster Jyoti. With that, we come to the end of meeting number 1364.